Hey guys, and in this video I've got my Arrma, wasn't a Notorious, now an Outcast, same thing really, just different body. And in this video I've got a few upgrades and accessories and stuff, and we're going to stick it on here live. So for most of you guys watching this, it's going to be a replay, but for those of you online now, hello, we're live. How you all doing? How is everybody? We got Brock in the house. We got Drew in the house. Sorry if I miss a few people off. But how you all doing? And where are you from? SLD in the house. Icy next Tuesday in the house. We predicted a 2K by Christmas. Will we do it? Hopefully. Go check out Icy next Tuesday. They want to get more subs. Everybody wants more subs. I want more subs too. Alright, GoPro. Keep your hair on. How you doing, RC next Tuesday? Someone from New York, Australia, America, Maryland. Hey, Drew boy. I want to buy a house in Maryland. Netherlands. One dislike already. Yep, it all helps, guys. Haters have got the bell on. You can't blame them, can you? You can't blame the haters for having the bell on. I am doing good. I'll see you next Tuesday. I'm just going to flip you around and show you what I'm going to do. Donk. So, I've got my Arrma Outcast here. And I've modified it before, but I've got some bits that I want to change on it. So, it's already got some Just Bash It RC towers on there and a Just Bash It RC chassis. And I'm going to be taking the chassis off. Not because I don't like it, but because I've got an M2c Racing one here that Mitch sent me from M2c Racing. So I'm going to put a link to his part down below. Check him out. He does loads of Arrma upgrades. I'm going to put a link down below also to Just Bash It RC. Link down below for that too. And also I'm going to put a link down to custom RC upgrades. They make all these sort of bits here. All these braces. Although I don't have any for this build. For this build, I'm going to put in these GPM braces on there. I'll pinch these off of my old Creighton. So here's the old Creighton. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm going to turn it into something. Not fully sure what yet. After next Tuesday, this is the 6S one. This one here's the 6S one too, look. This is the one that I've done all the work on last time. I've got the M2c bits on there. So I'm going to move this out of the way for now. So it's not in the way. Move it over here. Dong, 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 dong. No, wheels are 17mm. This is the 6S, 8th scale. So what else have I got? I've got these motor mounts to put on. Because this is a version 3 Outcast, Notorious, whatever you want to call it. To change the motor mesh, you've got to take the centre section out every time. To change the diff, centre section's got to come out. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, really. So with this one here, it converts it to kind of similar to the version 4, where we can adjust the motor and you can take the diff out from the top. So that's going to go on there. I've got these pillow, whatever they're called, ball retainer nuts, pivot ball retainer nuts, and they go in there. So any of you Arrma owners will know that these retainers in there, they always work themselves loose. Then you get all that slop, and sometimes you even lose them. So with these from M2c Racing, they've got this little sort of shouldery bit on there, and the idea of that is that embeds itself into the plastic, locks it in, and stops it coming out. Kev, what's your worst RC car? The worst RC car I've ever had is a Thunder Tiger EK4. It had a 70 size, I think it was, helicopter engine. It was an 8th scale monster truck, but it was pretty much just a buggy platform with massive tyres on it, body lifted up, and it kept eating diffs. The engine wouldn't run nice, and it was just a sack of poo. That was my worst ever RC car, and it was very expensive. I bought it, I can't remember what model shop it was. I bought it from them. I couldn't get it to run properly. It stripped the diffs just by braking. Just by putting the brakes on, it stripped the front diff. And every time I accelerated, it stripped the rear diff out. The thing was a bag of poo. And when I took it back to the shop, they wouldn't give me the money back. So that was my worst ever RC car. They stopped making it, thank God. So that is it. Do you like HBI? Yes, I like HBI, even though they're a bit dated now. So they really do need to refresh their lineup. On the Savages, for example, I don't know why they can't just put 8 scale hexes on there, the same as what they do on here. I don't know why they're messing about with this stupid nut there. It just causes loads of problems. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. Alfie says, when are you doing the giveaway? I don't know yet. At some point, I do have a giveaway coming up. Potentially 10 of these. Potentially. I think they have been bought out. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really that up to date with news and all that stuff. Yeah, stripping diffs are a pain in the butt. So anyway, I've got my other phone there that I'm going to use for comments. So I'm going to just quickly set that up, and then come on phone, get you on YouTube. Then I can do the comments on this one here while get that volume down so I don't hear myself. So I can get the comments on there while I'm wrenching on that, and then that way I can try both. Because then look, I've got the car there, I'm wrenching away here, got all the comments coming out here, got Liam's, RC's in the house. How you doing, buddy? And also I can see if the stream's lagging or not. Look, so that's all good. There you go. Look at all the comments rolling in. Look at that. Everybody's comments. Charlie, yes, I'm good. How are you, buddy? There you go. Hyper Havoc in the house. How you doing, buddy? Penguin Laugh in the house. Hey, all the names are coming in now. Keith in the house. Kenneth, sorry. Horse Channel. Mike. Loads of them coming in now. They're coming out too fast for me to keep up. So use earplugs in the diffs. Yes, I do that sometimes if I want to lock them. But I did do it. I tried it on this one, on the rear, and it didn't lock it. I don't know why. I really don't know why. So I apologise if I can't get everybody's comments. I will do my best to answer as many as I can, but at the same time I've got a wrench. And also I've got to plug this phone in so the battery doesn't go flat. And hopefully this stream isn't going to be 4 hours again. I'm going to try and do it in maybe 1 or 2 hours. What time is it now? 4 o'clock in the UK. If I can get this done by 6, I will be a happy bunny. What do you reckon, guys? Will I get it done by 6? Is Tanya good? For nostalgia, yes. For bashing, probably not. Don't know. Right, so first things first. I think I'm going to have to remove the chassis first. That's going to be number 1. I'm not really that much of an expert when it comes to working on Arrma. So forgive me if I'm doing it a bit wrong and backwards. I'm just trying to figure out where best to put the camera actually, because I don't know, where do you want it? Where do you want to be planted? Like that? Is that good? I'll see you next Tuesday. Said he's not an expert. I don't think Billy's too much of an expert. Right, chassis off first. What one's that? Do my Outcast shocks leak? Don't think so. I don't think they leak. On Pat's Granite, they leaked really badly. So we put these aluminium ones on there. But on the Outcast 4S, they don't leak. And this one here is the 6S, and these don't leak neither, I don't think. So all good on that front. Love these vids. Keep up the good work. Thanks, dude. I used to do all these live streams on the main, well, not live streams, but I used to do all these wrenching vids on my main channel. But the trouble is, it's so much work editing them. Oh God, why does that not go on there? It was so much work editing that I kind of gave up and I'll do it live now. Not only that, doing it live, I'll get to chat with you guys live. Make a freewheel RC car. Maybe one day. Can you run 6S with a 4S motor? I mean, it'll work. Whether or not the motor will last long, who knows? Who knows? If you're very hard on it, it probably won't last long. But I don't know. I've had mixed results. Sometimes, you know, I've put 6S onto motors, but they've said can only run on 3S, and they've taken it. And other times I've put 4S on a 3S motor and it's died. So I think the main thing is make sure you don't let it get too hot. If it gets too hot to touch, then it's too hot to run. That's the way I look at it. And then you want to make sure that you go a bit easier on it, maybe gear it down. Agga dagga. Right, that's the centre section out. There you go, the drive shafts. Do I have anything built for the monster truck at this time? No, not at the moment, dude. Not just yet. My next shipment of parts is probably going to be about 100. All Day RC is trying to start a channel. Go for it, dude. But do it for the love of it, don't do it for the money. If the money comes later, it's a bonus. Because a lot of people start YouTube channels because they want to make loads of money. And then when the money doesn't come, they're disappointed. And although YouTube's a lot of fun, it's also a lot of work. Oh, cheap speed. Said he's already got 86 subs. Nice one, dude. It took me a year to get 1,000 subs. Uh-oh, this one here looks like it might round. Oh my god. That one looks half rounded already. That is not good. That's bad. This could be rage time. Thinking of new content gets harder. Oh, I have not yet had that problem. Oh, damn it. Damn you. I've not had that problem of struggling for new content. If anything, I struggle for time to get it all done. I've got enough video ideas and stuff coming out to last me for like a year, easy. Rob B's got 90 subs, mate. Who lives near me? That's difficult to know because nobody knows where you live. I've got no plans of reviewing any Centons, dude. Not because I don't like them or anything, but because I've got enough. Got enough RCs. And I've got to put my money towards my real monster truck. Right. What's going on? Got the rear end off. Goody, goody, goody. Got him off. Front end doesn't want to come off. Oh, still got that to take out. Come to Australia and bash. There's many places I'd like to bash, dude. But the world is a big place and I can't go everywhere. Hopefully I'm not going to forget where everything goes. That's out. What's next? What's next? Front doesn't want to come off because the servo saver has decided to... Oh my god! Look at that! You guys wonder why I wear gloves? That is why. And I think the gloves are going to go on now. And I know a lot of people say it's only a bit of grease, but it does ruin your skin. And I'd rather people laugh at me for wearing gloves than ruining my skin. I've had all that dermatitis stuff. I've had all dry skin, cracking away, getting rashes and all that, and you get all the skin so bad that you've forever got dry hands. I've had all that. I've been there, done that, got a t-shirt. Hit rage music. I haven't cut myself yet, no. That's good. I don't usually cut myself. That was like the first time I've cut myself in a very long time. Alright, glovage going on. Glovage. X-Max still my favourite. Yes. Buy Lamborghini Urus. No, I don't like it. Right, back in a sec. I'm going to wash my hands and I will be back in 1 minute. I am back. I am back. Grease will absorb through the skin. Yes. It's not good for you. I mean, if you do it once in a while, it doesn't really matter. But I work on these things every day almost. And if I'd just done this every day without wearing gloves, my skin would be absolutely destroyed. I used to have destroyed skin before. And people laugh, you're gay, you wear gloves. Well... I don't care. People's opinion doesn't bother me. I would rather be comfortable than somebody laugh at me. Because at the end of the day, if somebody wants to laugh at me, mock me, I could not care any less. Get all that out of there. I can stay in there for now, right? Coming off, we're coming off. Hi Kev from Germany, how you doing, dude? Steve-O, what Steve-O have we got in the house? Steve-O D? Hey, Steve-O D in the house. Come off you. How you doing, Steve-O D? Right, I think I'm going to have to get the soldering iron out and heat up these screws because these don't want to come out. I mean, I want to try. I'm going to try first. but I don't want to round off the screw head, you see. Bash session with the whole crew, yes, but it's difficult to get the whole crew together at the same time. It's good when the whole crew's out, but it's not that easy to get the whole crew out. Because everybody works different times, everybody sleeps different times, everybody's got different commitments, kids and stuff. So, although it's great to get the whole crew out, it's not that easy. God, that's tight. That is tight. That is tighter than a duck's butt, and that's watertight. Got it out though. Do you have a religion? Do you mean religion? If you mean that, then I don't. I do not have a religion. I was christened, but I don't follow any religion. If you want my take on it, I don't believe and I don't disbelieve. Because the universe is infinitely big and our little human brains have no way of telling what's out there. So to even try to understand it is just impossible. So the way I look at it, when we find out, when we die, we might find out and we might not, and that's it. But we're not going to find out while we're alive. So I'd rather focus on real stuff like this. Yeah, the chats are flying, boys and girls. Alright, so next. I want to actually see if I've got some ball bearings that I can replace these bushes with. I do have some, maybe. I thought I had some. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, they're funny size, I think. I don't know. Yeah. They're not that size, are they? They're not that size. Alright, give me 1 minute. I'm going to disappear off upstairs. I would take you with me, but my phone battery is almost flat and it's plugged in charging. So somebody said to put ball bearings in the steering posts because it makes them a lot nicer steering. So I'm going to be back in a minute. No, can't find them. Sorry, guys. The other reason I didn't want to really take you all upstairs is because that's where my eBay store is, and I don't really want everybody knowing what products I sell. I did that problem last time. I shared my eBay store. I showed everyone what I was selling, And then they copied all my products, and then it killed my store. I had to start a whole new eBay store and start from scratch. So I've got to be a little bit careful on that front. Am I going to get the new Max? Probably not. Monster truck is next on the priority list. Oh man, I should have some bearings. Oh, guys, I've got no bearings. That's a bit of a disappointment. It would have been nice while I've got the whole thing apart to, I'm going to plonk you up like that so you can at least see me rummaging. What will my monster truck be called? Not sure yet. Maybe Offender. Maybe. Right. I do have some bearings, but these ones are supposed to go into my Creighton. Well, I think I'm going to put them into this one. But then I'm going to have to buy some more for the Creighton. Right. Unk. There you go. Any more death races? Yeah, I'm sure there will be at some point. No sort of set date or anything, but yeah, at some point there will be. My favourite basher is my X-Max. Although these Arrmas with these modifications on there, they may well be stronger than an X-Max when they're modified. I don't know yet. Right, so they're going to go in there. Cool. But even if these are going to be stronger, I'm still going to prefer the X-Max, only because I like the size of it, the way it handles, the way it sort of bounces around like a real monster truck. You know, I'm not saying that the X-Max is better, but it's just more suited to me. Alright, next, I need to change these hinge pin braces. Yes. I've got these GPM ones that are going to go on there, so these are the fronts. I'm going to do them first. I'm going to put links to all this stuff down below later. I haven't yet. And on the Creighton, I'll put some on there from custom RC upgrades, but I've only got one set. So on this one here, I'm going to be putting these ones on. And these have actually held up good. I've not damaged any of these yet. These have held up absolutely perfectly so far. Steve OD says M2c pots are definitely a good upgrade. Yeah, I mean, looking at Rich Duper Bash, the way he abuses his RC car, I mean, it's amazing how it holds together. I don't have a Typhon press random, otherwise I would. Well, I'm not buying any more RCs at the moment because I've got enough and I'm going to concentrate on getting the monster truck done. And the next shipment of parts is going to be over 100 grand, probably about 150 grand. So I've got a little bit of saving to do, and also I don't want to spend all my money on the monster truck because when you run your own business, you do need some reserve money in case you have no income for a while. So, right, that off. this off and this, where is it? That one on. Blow up a nitro engine. Yes, maybe. Dude, you keep asking about the Typhoon. I don't have one. I don't plan on buying one, so no. No videos on the Typhoon. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here, guys? Get these wheels off, make it a bit easier, won't it? My second favourite basher. Tough one, I don't know. Creighton, Outcast, Slash. I've got many second favourite RC cars, but I've only got one favourite, which is the X-Max. Is it Outcast or Notorious? Well, it started out as a Notorious, now it's got an Outcast body, so, but they're the same car anyway. Exact same car, only the body's different. Right. Are you going to go in, or are you going to battle me? Now, there's one trouble with Arrmas. It tends to be, when you're working on them, it's like a big battle. Everything's sort of going against you. And that's one problem I don't get with this X-Max. Everything goes together really nice and easy. And this thing is like constant battle. And it might be because I'm not really used to working on them. No, so it might be me. You know what they say, bad workman always blames the tools. Could well be that. My X-Max, I think I was geared at the moment about 50 mile an hour. I've had 60 mile an hour out of it before. At the moment, I think it's around about 50-ish. Why does this not want to go back together? What's going on? Alright, ugga dugga, that's it, you're getting it. There we go, we're in. We're in! Kenny said Red Cat sucks. I've never had a Red Cat, so I do not know. I know a lot of people really love them, but I've never had one, so I can't comment. Do you like the Outcast 4S or 6S more? At the moment, the 4S. It's a lot stronger. Even though I do prefer bigger RCs, so once I've done this, if it's durable, then I'll probably end up preferring this one. Right, that's that bit done. Next, I have this nice little top piece here from Just Bash RC. So that's going to replace this piece, so let's get that on there next. X-Max already tough enough. Yeah, I mean, X-Max in stock form, they are very tough. The 4S and 3S Arrmas out the box, they're very tough. But these 6S trucks, nah. I know you get a lot of the fanboys jump on and they say that Arrmas are the strongest cars you can get. 6S, definitely not. Not in stock form anyway. Once they're modified, maybe. I know when these Arrmas are modified, then they take an absolute beating, but you've got to put a lot of parts on them. Would I do the 1/5 conversion on the X-Max? What do you mean, the motor? 1/5 scale motor? No, probably not. The reason being is that I'm just happy how it is. Actually, I don't think that needed to come off, did it? Did that need to come off? Yeah, it did. It did. I think I'm missing some shims here, actually. No, it's all there. Next, this piece off of here. Everything has gone quiet. I'm concentrating. How long's the stream? I need to do homework. I don't know, but I'm planning. Probably going to be done at around about 6-ish. But I haven't got a clue. I don't know. However long it takes. I mean, if it goes on too late, then I'll do a part 2. But I'm hoping to get it all done one part. Right, so that bit on there. What time is it here? It is 4:35. Kev, can you do some vintage RCs? I mean, I've got my Manta Ray. That's going to come out at some point, soonish. How late am I? Not too late. Been going about half an hour, I think, roughly. I don't know. Let's have a look. How long we've been going? We've been going 37 minutes. Kev needs a cod blaster. I don't know. Not really my thing, really. I do like the monsters, but I don't like the way that the motors are on the axles. That kind of cheapens it a bit for me. Oh. Messed that up. Right, that in there. Bit Loctite edge on there. Six-hour time difference. Yep. Got viewers from all over the world, so everybody's got a different time. 8S infraction, tempting. What's your real name? This is my real name. Where was RC? Am I coming to military day? Maybe, possibly, but I don't know for sure. I never really know until the day. It all depends if anybody else is going, if there's any other plans, or if I feel up to it. I don't really like making plans too far ahead of time, because you might get to the day and you just want to do something else. So it's kind of like a tough one. Am I the only one from Denmark? I don't know. But anyway, everybody check out Will's RC. Right, get that back in there. Put these shims on. I don't know if I'm missing some shims, but there's a thick one. Am I missing shims? I think I am missing shims. All these little spacer things, whatever they're called. Oh, what's going on? What's happening? Yeah. Be back in a minute, guys. Just trying to find one of these spacer things. I think I'm going to just nick it off of the Creighton for now. For this other one here. Because it's got these spacers here, and on this one there's only one fat one. So that means I've lost one. So I'm going to rob it off of this one for now. There you go. That'll do for now. That one's going to get a full rebuild at some point. Right. Right. Sorry if I'm not getting all the comments, guys. It's a bit fiddly. Got a fiddly bit here. T-Mac's very outdated. Yes, it is. Right. There we go. It's all coming together. Coming together. Hang on. Hang on. I'm doing it wrong. Like that. Okay. Get that in there. Get that in there. Wicked. Oh, don't want to cross-thread anything. Well, boss, he's got to get back to work. Have a great day. Have fun, dude. Thanks for viewing. What about some WL toy upgrades? Yeah, I've still got the A959 brushless conversions that I want to do at some point. Got so many sort of projects on the go at the moment, it's difficult to kind of focus on one of them. Alright, so next, that can all go back together. Yes, yes. There we go. It fits. It all fits together lovely. I've still got the version 3 servo saver on here. So I think I want to crank it tight and then put some Loctite in there so the bugger doesn't come loose. Right. Right. Right on there. Right, hold on, let me just quickly check something. Tory Black, are you bald and cuddly? I'm not bald yet, unless you're talking to someone else. I think I've still got a few years left in me before I go bald. Right, so on these screws that go on the top here, I'm going to Loctite these ones really tightly because it's a pain when you try and take these off of the chassis and the bottom ones don't come out and you want to remove the whole front end and it's kind of stuck in there. So I want these ones to be in there really tight. So I'm going to go with some green stud lock. I'm not going to go too mad. I don't want it so I can never get it out again, but I just want it in there a little bit tighter than what it is. Kev, she's trying it on with just about everyone. Is she trying it on with me? Good afternoon, Glenn. How's it going? My initials KT. Yes, you are correct. If you say it like that, it sounds like a girl's name. But I don't care. I run an 18 tooth pinion and a 50 tooth spur on my X-Max. Right, this could be front end almost there. Guys, please don't spam the comments requesting shout outs. I don't really do them anymore because if you shout out one person, then everybody starts begging for shout outs and it ruins the stream. So feel free to shout yourselves out, but I'm only going to shout you out if you've actually done something pretty epic and you've got my attention. Or if you just ask questions, I'll respond to as many as I can. But shout out wise, it's going to ruin it for everybody else. And I've got to make the stream as enjoyable as possible for as many people as possible. And if it just turns into a big shout out stream, then it won't be very enjoyable for people. So not being mean, but I've got to keep everybody happy. Which is not easy in this world of internet and YouTube. You get... Right. Next. Go on. Keeping everybody happy is a very tough game. There's always going to be a compromise. I've still got the RC bike. It's upstairs, chilling out. RC bike will definitely come out again. It was a lot of fun. You know, I like getting different things. I want to get a drift car at some point. Not to really get heavily into them, but just because I've never had one. And it could be something a little bit different. RC Basher's just here for Kev being Kev. Thanks, buddy. Jacob says his first time tuning in. Welcome aboard, dude. I know these lives can get a little bit long-winded and tedious because with edited videos I normally cut out all the boring bits. But with these sort of live wrenching videos, there's a lot of bits where there's not much going on and it can get a bit boring. So I know it's not for everybody, and that's why I put it on a different channel, because a lot of people were getting upset when I was putting these videos on my main channel. And you know, I always try and please as many people as I can, but it's not always possible. Creighton video, yes, there will be one soon. So I want to get this Outcast Notorious thing together, and then I can take them both out and give them an absolute hiding somewhere and see how they hold up. Still stock pinion. They seem crazy fast on the stock gearing, so I will try it on the faster gearing, but on stock it's pretty good. I think it's on stock anyway, I can't remember. So my Creighton is on stock. This one here might have changed it. I can't remember. Maybe I have put the high-speed gearing in this one. Now you say that, I don't know. What do you reckon? Is that the stock or the high-speed? I honestly cannot remember. I know the Creighton one is stock. Right, servo back in. A little dabblage Loctite on these. Kev, where is Pat? I don't know. Hopefully at home doing something productive. Everything Jack's RC, Kev, biggest fan. Hey, nice one, dude. We got 120 people in the stream, and I'm surprised that everybody isn't bored yet. Because I would be bored watching myself. Arrma giveaway, maybe one day. Not any plans at the moment, no, dude. Now I'll repair my UDR. Actually, a lot of people, while they're wrenching on their RC cars, they put my live streams on, and then it's sort of like a bit of a community, so everybody can kind of wrench at the same time. And I enjoy it because if I'm here on my own wrenching, it can. Ooh. I rounded that one off. Oh no. Oh no, that one's rounded. That's not good. That's not good. Oh. It's not that much of an issue now. Yes, it's out. It's not so much of an issue now, but maybe in future. You've got Loctite dries and it's rounded off in there. It's never coming out. Let's put some nice ones in there. Let's put some nice ones in. It's easy to be sloppy now, and then when it comes to wrenching on it later on, it's all seized up and rounded off screws, and then it's going to be a rage time, which will be good for some of you, but not very good for me. Alright, I'm going to replace it with these. These round off way too easy. So those were the screws that come with the GPM servo mount, and maybe they're just a bit cheap. Have I seen the new gas monster truck? The Raminator, yes I have. It looks like an absolutely epic piece of kit. I would love to have one, but real monster truck first. Guys, I get so many questions of you lot saying the new X-Max, do the Red Cat Gen 8, do this, do that. And although I would love to, my priority now is the monster truck. I've got over 100 RC cars and I really don't need to buy any more. I've got enough. But people already ask me, when's the Slash coming out? When's the UDR coming out? When's this coming out? When's that coming out? And the more RC cars that I buy, the less each RC car is going to come out. And even if I use each RC car, like every single day of the year, use a different RC, then each one is only going to get used 3 times a year. So I think I've got enough for now. So unless something really, really epic comes out that I have to have, I'm kind of laying off on buying any more. And the Raminator, although that is absolutely epic, it's something that's relatively big. Well, it's massive. And there's not really that many places to use it, so it wouldn't get used that much. So although I'd love to have one, I want the real monster truck more. Alright, so this centre brace here is from Custom RC Upgrade, so the link to their website down below. So that is going on there, although hold on one sec. Over here, this one here, this one is a prototype from M2c. And what he did is, if you look at them like this, they're pretty similar. So the M2c one has got the holes all the way for this one here. It's got the little bit left in there. Weight-wise, there's not much in it. They're about the same. But what the M2c one done is put an M4 bolt up here, because although I've never broken one, people have. I think Rich Duperbash, he's broken that bolt off in there. So this is an M4 now. So this is only a prototype, by the way. So it comes with a drill bit, and the idea is, I will show you. The idea is that you drill out this top plate and then you can replace that with an M4 bolt. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. I've just got to make sure that I drill out the right hole, because there's 2 holes there, you see. I've got to drill out the hole closest to me. Oh. Simple as that. So when I don't think these are available yet, the M2c ones. I think they're prototype at the moment. That's why it's not got any colour on it. So super easy. All you got to do, drill a hole in the top plate, and then it comes with the M4 screws. So just a little dabble of Loctite on there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the thread instead here, just to make it a little bit easier. And then I can go ahead and screw him in. And of course, what you guys can do, if you've already bought some of these from somebody else, you may already have a set of these. All you need to do, if you snap these off all the time, is just get yourself a M4 tap. And I don't know what size drill bit, you're going to have to look it up. And then you can drill it out, re-tap it, and then you can do that same modification. Or you could just drill it all the way through and just put a nut on the bottom with a longer screw. But it's going to be a bit fiddly getting one on there. And my Loctite's made a mess down here. Maybe I would have been better off putting the Loctite on the screw, but never mind, it's done now. So if you look in here, actually, it does come with nuts to actually put on the bottom of here as well. I haven't done that on the other one actually. Maybe I should, but it can get a little bit frustrating sometimes trying to get the nuts on there and off of there. So I'm going to try running it without the nut for now and just see how it goes. Right, because if you look there, look, it's got enough space there to get a nut on top. So on this side it's not too bad, that's relatively easily, look, I can get a nut on there. But, so that's really not going to come out now, but on this side it's going to be a bit more tricky getting a nut on there. And I'm not going to bother struggling, because I don't think it needs it. Right, battery box can go back on. I am working on an Arrma. I'm working on an Outcast 6S or Notorious, same thing. I'm just modifying it so this thing should be absolute beefcake. Well, it was absolute beefcake anyway. I had all the Just Bash It RC upgrades on there, and I had it Paddlesworth give an absolute and utter beating, and it took it well. But now I'm trying an M2c chassis because they're a bit lighter weight, and I can put the stock side guards on, and I think on the Outcast that's going to look much better. Stein in the house, how you doing? It's 10 AM in Alberta, Canada. So these bottom ones, I'm going to try and not Loctite them. The reason being is I want these to come out. When I want to remove the front end, I just want to take these screws here out and be able to lift the whole front end off. If these get stuck and they start spinning at the top, it makes it much more of a mission to get the front end off. And especially if one gets stuck on one side and on the other side it's the opposite one, it can turn into a nightmare. So I'm going to leave these relatively loose. If they work themselves loose, I will put a little dabble of Loctite on there, but nothing too mad. Right. Coming together. Coming together. Right, now as it comes to this part, I will do this piece separate. Ooh, ESC, I've crushed it a bit here. Ooh. Ooh! Do I change the ESC for a nicer looking one? Back in a sec, guys. I'm just looking for a different ESC because that one's beaten. Just trying to find where the ripper motor is. That's where it is. It's in the same box as the ripper motor. I've had to tidy up, and now I can't find anything. Ripper motor, where are you? Ripper motor, where are you hiding? Oh. Oh, hmm. It's back any second, guys. I'm just trying to find my whipper motor box. Oh, here we are. Found it. Oh. Not going to go into too much. Look. Because this ESC here, it's got the lug snapped off of it. And I thought this one was good. But looking at this one here, that's got the lug snapped off of it as well. I just kind of bodged it back on. And then I thought, well, look in here, look. Something's trapped it. Look, let me show you. Let me show you. Look there, the wire's been crushed. And it still works, but ooh, it's not looking healthy. I have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. I'm not going to do it now. I'm sure you lot have all got better things to do than watch me trying to solder up some wires. For now, I'm just going to stick a bit of tape on there and hope it doesn't short out. Bit of a quick hash job, but yeah, that'll do for now. Alright. Like that. Sort this cable out later. A bit long for now. Like that. How does that go on? Does it really hang out that far? What's going on? What we stuck on? We're sticking on something, boys and girls. What's this? Aha, there we go, lining up. Kinda. Tight. That's what she said. Why are two posts the other way round? The two posts, what posts, dude? I will have a look in a minute, but I don't know. What posts do you mean? You should separate them before taping. Yes, you are right. I should. But I'm lazy. On the car, what posts? What posts are you referring to? I don't know. Which ones you mean? Right. Body posts. Don't know, I'll have a look in a minute. But that's new news to me. Body posts. What do you mean? I'm not with you, dude. I really am not with you. Look, there's the body posts. I really do not know what you mean. I do not know what you're talking about. Right. So that's that bit done. So now, I think if we do this motor here, possibly, should we do that? Yes, we do that next. So I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute. Oh, knock the camera. And right, M2c. I've got these M2c motor mounts. These are for version 3 Creightons and Outcast and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if it's going to fit the version 1 or 2 or not. I am not sure. I have no idea. They probably will fit. That is lightweight. What is that made of? That weighs nothing. That is very lightweight. Right. Let's get a piece of this to build it on, because that way we can see all the screws nicer. Lay all these pieces out. That is very lightweight. I think it's aluminium. I mean, these pieces definitely. I think these are plastic, and then these pieces are all aluminium. Very nicely made though. I mean, check out the finish on there. These are from M2c, and the M2c website, there's a link to that down below. But check out the quality of that, guys. I mean, that's going to make it a lot easier to change your motor, do your mesh. Because here's the stock setup, and if ever you want to change the mesh, you have to take this whole centre section out, do the mesh, and then put it back. And this does move quite a lot. It doesn't really stay locked in. So with this system, you can adjust the mesh separately, and you can also lift the differential out the top. Right, let's ugga-dugga all this lot off. And because I've never built one of these before, I don't know what I'm doing. So there is potential for me to do it completely wrong. RC Addict, love from Dubai. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Right. Oh, I will have to. Ah, man, you got to take the whole differential part to get this part off. But I'm too lazy, so I'm going to cut it off. Because this differential, I've already put on thicker fluid. And with this new mount, the idea is that they just drop in. They just drop in like this, look. Donk. So every time you want to remove the diff, you just unscrew these top caps. Look, these just sit on top of here like this. So if you want to get at the diff, you unscrew these, diff slides out. Makes it a lot easier. But this, look, it's in the diff, and to get this out I've got to take the whole diff apart, and then I've got to get all of this stuff out just to get this off. So I'm going to bodge it off. Or will it? Oh no, hold on. Oh no, it comes off. All right, cool, we're off. I thought it was on there with it, so my bad. I told you guys I'm a noob when it comes to working on these. It just pulls out. Yes, Drog, I know, I just figured out it just pulls out. I didn't realise. I am an Arrma wrenching newbie. When will you get in drifting? I don't think I'm going to get into drifting, but I do want to get a drifter. Banggood give me everything for free. Well, it's not for free, you know, I've got to review it and test it. So, you know, they're getting value out of it. They're shifting a lot of products because of me. So all I need to do is ask them what I want, and they normally send it to me. So I'm going to have a look at what Banggood drifter to get. SLD, I think he's an Arrma noob as well. How long will the video go on for? I don't know. I'm going to go on until this car's done. I'm guessing 6 o'clock maybe. It may go on a bit longer. We will see. If it goes on much longer, I think 7 o'clock will be the maximum. If it goes past that, then I will do it again on a separate video. Like probably tomorrow, finish it off. Because I've got other things I want to do today as well. Got some editing to do. Got some other business stuff I've got to do. As much as I want to play RC all day long, yeah, it's not always possible. When did Kev crash the yellow scooter? I've never crashed it, dude. God, that's on there. That is on there. Come come on, mate. Off you come. No need to be stubborn about it, eh? Why are you being stubborn? Who's ready for some rage? Who's ready for rage? Yeah. Only another pair of hands, really. Where's my hammer? Why won't you come off? Nice hammer, yeah. Hey, we're off with no rage. How good is that? Are you guys proud of me? No rage? Hey? No rage? Right, don't need this piece anymore. So now next, this motor will screw onto here. And are we going to go with wires up? Let's have a look at my crating quickly. No, wires to the side. So we're going to go in this orientation. Right, we're going to go like this. And you know what? I forgot to put the GoPro on for the main video. Silly me! Silly, silly me. Right, we're going to get some video in there still. Oh well. There we go. Sit in there. We're still going to get some done. JJ Custom in the house. What am I up to? I am doing some work on my Arrma Outcast or Notorious 6S. I've got a few M2c goodies, a few custom RC upgrades, custom Just Bash It RC. So I'm just putting all these bits on now. Can I do a video on a yellow scooter? Maybe. I don't really know what sort of video to make. I mean, I don't know if I can justify a whole video. I mean, maybe I can put it in a video. What's JJ Custom been up to? Anything good? You done many videos with old Richie recently? Right. So there's that. So now the pinion can go back on, and I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna Loctite it just yet. Man, that's tight. That is tight. Right, I'm gonna leave this. Well, I'm hoping I can still get in here after it's fitted. Flat spots, where are you? Oh, there. So, right. I've never done this before, guys, so you're going to have to bear with me. So that sits like that. That goes in like that. Oh no, I put the motor on the wrong way round. By the looks of it. Yes, I have put the motor on the wrong way round. What an idiot. What an idiot! Why didn't you tell me? JJ Custom getting more new RC cars in, nice. Richie's coming in on Wednesday. Hey. Right, spin that round. Right. That looks better, doesn't it? Right. Right. In these ones, I think I'm going to go for the lesser Loctite. So I think it's going to be... How does it go? There's 2 screws here, so they're probably going to go up top with a washer. That makes sense. That makes sense. This motor mount looks so much better than the stock one. Wicked. And then I'm guessing this screw here is to go into this lower one, even though it does look a bit long. Is that how it goes? I don't know if that's how it's meant to go. And there's this piece here, which is like a spring washer. So I'm guessing that goes there. And then that's going to sit in there. But there is a slight, if I look under here, there's a little slight gappage. And I'm worried by tightening that up, it's going to bend it all. Or maybe they're supposed to do that. So I may see if there is a washer. There's my washer packet. If there's a washer, it fits in between there perfectly. Let's get a little washer that's going to perfectly go in that gap. Yes, that one there, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's get that washer in there. There we go. Perfection. There we go, look. Now that's taking up that little gap in there. And that is going to hold that motor in so tight. That is such a better design than the stock Arrma setup. I mean, the new Arrma setup looks really good. But this, comparing the two, the Arrma's only got 2 screws holding it in from the top. Whilst this one here's got an extra screw here. So this has got 3 screws holding it, stopping it from sliding. And if it does slide, you can do it while it's in the car. Alright, getting somewhere. And then diff is going to go in there like that. pinion gear in more. We'll adjust him in a minute. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Do you prefer Traxxas X-Max or Outcast? X-Max for me, dude. I'm not saying it's better, but I just prefer the bigger trucks, personally. It's just personal preference, all it is. Alright, so that there. Alright. Sorry if I'm being long-winded, guys, but I'm new. I'm a newbie to this. I'm a complete newbie. And I'm not fully sure what I'm actually doing. Even though it is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. Andrew, I've never had any red cats. I haven't got anything against them. I've just never had one yet. Maybe one day. Alright, so then there's these top pieces. And these, they look the same both sides, I think. Are they the same? I think they're exactly the same. And then that'll go on that way. This stuff fits together so nice. And then that one that way. And then we have this top piece here. That goes on over the top still, hopefully. Yep, perfect. And then it comes with some new bolts here, because obviously these are now longer. Because this piece that came off of here originally, it didn't have to go in as far. Now it's got to go in a lot further. So, all right. Tiny little dabblage Loctite in here. Not going to go too mad because I want the stuff to come out again one day. Can you get 6 SWL toys? I don't know, dude. I'm not sure. Not that I know of. Right, and that on there. And then that on there. That through there. I think I've done it right. It is actually pretty self-explanatory. I'm a bit scared to uggo with it in case I cross-thread something. I'm going to go gentle. I don't want to cross-thread anything, you see. But for some reason, these are tight on these Arrma pieces. So, UDR. Yes, UDR will come out at some point. I did work on it yesterday. I put a thicker roll bar on that I did homemade. And I'm actually quite excited to try it out to see if it's going to stop rolling over so easily. I really do love my UDR. It's one of my favourite RCs. Kev needs to get to MT8E BE6S. Bloody hell, that's a tongue twister. What makes that? Is it techno? Oh, they actually go in there quite far. Is that supposed to go in that far? I'm not sure why this one here went in a lot deeper. Look at that. These ones are all fairly flush, and that one went in further. I think that's this part here has probably seen better days. Oh well, that'll do. So now I can get this pinion gear in the right place. I will put some Loctite on the grub screw because pinion gears coming loose is a pain in the butt, and especially when you're out bashing, you end up losing the grub screw or you lose the pinion, and then even if you put a new one in, it keeps coming loose because you've got to let this stuff set. And I would rather struggle here in the shop getting this off again than having it ruin your day when you're out playing. And I can always, you know, you can get drill bit in there, you can drill this out if you really have to, or get some heat on there and get it hot. Alright, so that is good where that is. And now I can do my mesh. Even though this can be done in the car, I may as well do it while I've got it in my hand, because why not? You should test the Carshow MP9E. I think the ready to run version is not going to be that strong, but the racer version is going to be absolute animal. I'm just checking the mesh in all corners because you really want to get it as close as you can, but without it binding. And you can put a piece of paper in between. You know, sometimes if I try this a few times and I can't get it right, you get a piece of paper, put it in between the two gears, set your mesh, and then pull it out. And then normally that's going to end up with a good mesh. Not always, but normally. Let's check it all the way around to make sure, because sometimes gears aren't machined perfectly. Sometimes the motor shaft might have a slight bend on it, or something else is not perfect. You want to make sure that you go all the way around and make sure that you get a little bit of play everywhere, because otherwise if it jams up, you're going to heat up the motor, your ESC, you're going to kill your bearings. It's going to ruin your day. All right, this bit went much easier than I thought it would. Thanks M2c, very nice parts. Right. Right. So now, where's all my screws gone that held it in to start with? A couple there. Have I lost some? Got these ones here, but they were a bit long. They're a bit long, aren't they? How far does it go in? Yeah, way too long. Way too long. I need some of that length. I don't know why I'm missing some. I mean, I took it apart, so they should be there, but they're not. Oh, there's another one. And I'm still missing two. No big deal. I have more. There we go. There we go. So a little bit of Loctite on there. Right, what shaft's what? Long shaft for the front. There are too many questions to answer while working on an RC car. You have to concentrate. Yes, I do. I'm sorry I can't get all your questions. We'll try and wrench and chat to you guys at the same time. Check the camera tripod for screws, yeah. That's what happened last time. The bottom of it's magnetic, so it picks up screws. But it doesn't matter. I've got screws going in now. No big deal. I think I did have these longer ones go through the plastic piece. That's probably why. Getting on to completion soon, guys. I don't think I'm going to get done by 6 though. It may well go on to 7 o'clock. Still got to do a few bits. I think most of it is now done. The most of it is done. Right. Next, I think. Get rid of some of this stuff here. Quick little tidy upage. Next, I'm going to do these pivot things here. So on the stock ones, they tend to fall out, and I've lost loads of these. They just come loose. And the difference with these ones is that if you look there, look, it's got a shoulder. And what that shoulder does, it embeds itself into the plastic and it stops it coming loose. I'll show you that in a sec. So, right, Allen keys. Where's my Allen keys? Which one is it? Nope. Can you get Pat an RC Range Rover Classic? Well, if he wants one, he can buy one. Let's get these old things out of there. Right, so these, I'm not sure why it comes with new ones, possibly because these might either be lost or rounded off. So if you do lose these, if you lose the red ones, The stock ones, if you look at the stock ones, look, it's just a normal thread, and on the version 4 it's actually got an O-ring on there, but it's still loose. So if you look at these ones here that Mitch does from M2c, it's got that shoulder on there, you see. That's going to lock it into the plastic. So I'm going to put that back in there, then that in there next. You've got to make sure when you put these on there that you put. And then what I like to do, if you want to know how far to wind them in, it is roughly flush. Not exactly, but roughly. But you're going to feel it go tight once it gets to the end. You don't want to force it, you don't want to strip out any threads or anything. But once you're tight, you know, you don't want it being so tight that it's going to jam up your steering. So you want to back it off a little bit. You want to back it off enough so you get free movement. It moves nice and easily, but it doesn't sort of bind it. I think that is probably pretty good. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of sloppage. I'd rather it be sloppy than it being too tight. All I need is M2c chassis. I have everything else. Yes, nice. Got to make sure when you get these in, you don't cross-thread them. If you cross-thread them, it's going to be big problems down the road. You're going to have to replace your knuckles. I spend a bit of time to try and get them in there perfectly. It's better to spend a bit of time and get it right than it is to ruin it. So if it doesn't go in easily, try again. Don't force it. Right, there we go. It's gone in easy. It should go in there really easy until you get to that shoulder. And then once you get to that shoulder, then it's supposed to go tight. And that is that shoulder sort of wedging itself into the plastic. Such a simple design, but it works. Nice. Now another trick that I want to do is remove these, take these spacers out, because with these RPM arms, because they're flexible, what happens is that the drive shafts can pop out. And Martin Crease said to me, what I want to do is remove these washers, and you can also cut some off. So I'm going to try it like this for now, and then if it still comes out, then I'm going to cut a little bit off the end of the arm and see how it goes. I've got a little bit of sloppage there, and I think that is due to the RPM arm up there. But it's a basher, so I'm not going to let that worry me. I'm happy with that. Very, very happy. What is your strongest RC car out the box? I would say probably my Arrma Outcast 4S and my X-Max. Where's the burnout car? It's just sitting up above me, and I will get that out again soon. Got to love a good old burnout, don't you, sometimes? Hey Chris, how you doing, buddy? Guys, if you want me to answer your questions, try and leave it to under one line, because if you write a big essay, it's not really easy for me to answer, because I've got a wrench and I'm just quickly glancing over, having a little look. I can get the odd comments, but if it's like a massive long essay, it makes it difficult to read. What's going on here? Oh, what's happened here? Oh. Because this is a ball-ended Allen key, it kind of falls through the hole, which is a bit annoying. Ah, stop it. Stop it, you. Right, we're in. We're in, boys. Tape on the wrench makes it stay straight. Yes, probably would. See, a little bit of play there. You don't want it so tight it's going to ram itself in there and wear away. So a little bit of play is always good. Make sure it all moves. Perfect. Right. That one went in much easier. Beautiful. Right, see, that feels lovely and smooth. And I've just got to quickly whip out the spacers on this side as well. Don't forget the saw bars, sway bars. Yes, I haven't touched them this time. So, they should, yeah, okay. Alright, that's the washers out. Alright, I think that is the front end almost done, pretty much. I mean, I've still got to do the shocks. That's going to be in a different video. I'm going to run it as it is for now. So now we can have a little look at the rear end and see what's going on there. Owen, how you doing, buddy? Right, rear end time. Oh, get you tangled up. So here's the rear end. I'm going to take the wheels off. Makes it so much easier to work on. As Pat always says, no one works harder than a lazy man. So if I'm being lazy and leaving these wheels on, it actually makes it harder to work on. Kev, you still streaming? I am still streaming. Should I get 2 or 4-wheel drive? It's up to you, dude. Some people prefer 2-wheel drive, some people prefer 4-wheel drive. If you're a beginner, I would say definitely go with 4-wheel drive because they're easier to drive. If you're an expert and you're good at driving, some people prefer 2-wheel drive. I prefer 4-wheel drive. I don't get on with 2-wheel drive at all. I really don't. Which is why I don't really use them that often. I've got a Rustler 2-wheel drive, but I just struggle with it. Okay, so. Pat said that Pat guy's got some wise saying. Yeah, some of them are wise, not all of them. Right, get that off of there. And then I'm putting these GPM ones on here on this build because they're the only ones I have and I've had no issues with them. They've performed absolutely perfectly. When I look at the custom RC upgrades ones, they do look a lot more beefy though. That's the great thing with this hobby. There's many options. You don't have to go with one option. The more choices you have, the better. I mean, when these Arrmas first came out, there wasn't many choices at all. And when you broke something, you kind of had to just live with it and get a stock replacement part. Now, there's so many companies making parts for these. and they're competing against each other, that every company's got to try and make the best parts. And then for us as a consumer, that is brilliant because it means we get better parts. Bit bowed these screws, but I don't care. Oh, Pat's doing more comments than me. Pat in the house. Pat, have you done your video edit yet? Pat's been working on the RC Next Tuesday bash video. I think he's going to premiere it. These stock hinge pin braces on Arrmas, they suck. They're so weak. So that is one of the first upgrades that I recommend on an Arrma, on a 6S, is get rid of these stock hinge pin braces and replace them with something better. So on my other rig, on the Kraton that I've just built, I've got the custom RC upgrades hinge pin braces made out of 70-75 aluminium. They look absolute beef, and I don't think they're ever going to bend. These ones here, these are going to be lighter weight. They're made of metal as well, and strength-wise, they're probably not going to be. Well, I know they're not going to be as strong as the custom RC upgrade ones, but they're a lot cheaper and also lighter. And the thing is, when you're building an RC car, you've got to find a compromise between lightweight and strength. It's sometimes a tricky compromise to get right. If it's too heavy, you're going to start busting other things. All right. Right. Next. Oh, that's pouring it down outside. Tipping it down. So next, I have to fit these. So these things here, these are some wing support, shock tower rear support thing rather. And what that does, it you take out these spacers here and you replace it with these. And all will be clear in a minute. And those of you that were here from the start, you will see where they go on the version 4. And if you watch my version 4 Kraton video, you will see where they go as well. But all will be revealed in a minute. For those of you that don't know what's going on. So that one goes on that side. Have I done it right on that one? Oh, maybe I've done it wrong on the other one. I may have put these on the wrong side. I don't know. I think possibly I did. One goes on one side and one goes on the other side. So, I don't know if it really matters that much, but maybe I messed it up. But anyhow, not to worry. So that out. I thin that side, fat that side. This one's a thin one, so that goes in first. I may add some washers if I've got some that fit perfectly. I don't know if I have, so I might not bother. Oh, that fits on there perfect. Cool, cool. Right. And I'm only saying a washer because when that all goes in, I've got a slight gappage there. So I don't know if it's better just to force it together and make it tight or to put a washer in there. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I haven't really got a washer the right size on it. We'll force it. But anyway, that in there, that in there, that in there. That in there. Come on, get in there. And then that in there. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on here. Force it together and make it tight. That's what she said. Yes, Henry. Right. And now, that way around. I'm not really sure which way they're supposed to go. You see, on this one, I've put it this way round, right? And the idea is that this sits up against the tower, and then you drill a hole through the tower, and it bolts it onto the tower, and that makes the whole rear end super rigid. So if you look on this look, I've put these two on the inside. But then if you have a look at my 4S one, I've put them on the outside. But the only trouble is, by putting these on the outside, it puts this bar here a little bit close to the centre drive shaft. And although it's not touching, it is close. I mean, it's not touching, there is some play left there, but it is close. But it just fits nicer that way round. So I think I'm going to put it on the other way round, actually. Because I think it's because maybe I'm using an RPM wing mount. They're slightly different. You see? Yeah, it doesn't fit that nice that way around. I think I'm going to go the other way and hope the drive shaft doesn't rub. That way it all seems to fit together a lot nicer. And maybe, I'll put one of these washers in there. I'll put one of these washers in that bit. Yes, that fits nice. There. Like this, it fits a bit nicer. Yeah, I think like that, it fits a bit better, look. Do 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 do. I don't think I'm going to drill this yet until it's back on the car, actually, because then I can make sure that it's all a perfect fit. So I'm going to leave that for now. Rest of the back end looks pretty much done, I think. So now I've got to keep these to the side because they're going to go on at the end. I just want to make sure that the shafts are going to not hit before I drill the holes. I don't want to drill the tower out and then the shaft hits on there. So I want to put it together first and see how it fits. Nice music. Alright, we're getting somewhere now, boys. Not sure if there's any girls in the house. Probably not. Right, that there. And right, so I think if I put this on first. So this rear brace here, this is a custom RC Upgrades one that I've got on here now. It's going getting a bit cumbersome now, all of it. Leave him loose for now. I'll do him at the end. And drive shaft in. Boom. Flip the rest of the contraption over. Hope it all lines up. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then I've got this RPM skid plate that goes on the back. Agadaga. Right, this one here, I'm just going to quickly whip it out and put a little Loctite doublage on there. Actually, no, sorry, it doesn't need Loctite because that is just a hole. And on the other end, how's that drive shaft looking? Oh, drive shaft is nice, perfect. So that means I can now drill out that tower. Putting this nut on here is a little bit fiddly. Oh, when I've dropped it. You know, I'm starting to get used to working on these Arrmas. I did really struggle to start with, but as time goes on, it's getting easier and easier. Right, agadaga. Boom. Right, I think we're there. Side guards. Got to put these stock side guards back on. You forgot wheels. Yes, wheels are going to go back on in a sec. Don't you worry about that, boy. So I think the overhangy bit goes to the back. Oh, which way round does it go? So that one goes on that side. Right, that goes there. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. About the body clips. Haha, yes, JJ Custom. See, this is the one thing that I prefer about this chassis over the custom RC Upgrades one, It's just the fact that it takes these stock side guards. And on something like the Kraton, it doesn't really matter because you don't see them. But on this, where the body sits a lot higher, you see the side guards. And these stock ones just look so much nicer. The other ones make it look a little bit homemade. That's my only really gripe I've got about that chassis, is the side bits. But if you're not going to run the side bits, it doesn't matter. Bye bye bent Arrma chassis. This one here didn't actually bend that badly because the Outcast is a lot shorter. It lasted a lot longer than the Kraton one. So if you're going to get an Arrma for strength out of the box, the Outcast and Notorious chassis, they're going to last you a little bit longer. I mean, it's still bent, it's still got a bow on it, but I mean, it's still usable. You know, it's not as bad as the Kraton one. The Kraton one bent really easy. But this one here, I'm expecting to, like, well, you know, everything can bend, but I'm expecting this one to really take a beating, like severely, before it bends. And I was not aware of anybody that bent one of these, even though someone did say in one of my comments that he managed to bend one somehow. God knows how. I mean, I was at Paddlesworth and I saw these chassis and the Custom RC Upgrades one going off of that massive, great big jump. It's like one of the biggest jumps I've ever seen. And these trucks were hitting them time after time after time, like flat out, and landing badly. And the chassis weren't bending. So if you bend one of these, or one of the Custom RC Upgrade ones, I mean, you're really going some. Kev, why don't I run my UDR on 8S? I don't have any 8S batteries that will fit it. Otherwise I would. And on 6S it's too fast anyway. I mean, if you don't bash it, it won't bend even stock. Yes, you are right. If you don't bash, obviously it won't bend. Alright. So, anything else? What else have I got to do? Obviously the wheels. I've got to drill this out, but I'm going to do that off camera because that's just going to go on for ages. And, well, not that ages, but yeah, actually probably will go ages because this is thick. Look at it, look at the thickness. I've got to get through all that lot. So I've got to do that on the floor probably, or put it in the vise. So I'm going to do this part off camera. How is Arrma's plastic? Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I mean, I've got RPM arms on here, but the stock arms, they're fine. I mean, yes, they break, but they take quite a lot, you know. I would not say that the stock arms are a weak point, you know, they're strong enough. They do take a lot of abuse before they bend. I'll tell you something that I did forget to do. I wanted to put some Loctite onto the stock servo saver and I forgot. Oh well, that can be. I can do that off camera as well. I'm not going to take it all apart again now. All right, so wheels going on. If it wants to go on, that is. Actually, Steve gave me these wheel nuts here from my other Kraton, and because my stock ones, they fell off. I don't know why, because they've got a serrated edge on there. So Steve gave me these, and these have never fallen off. So I'm going to stick these ones on it, because why not? Bash it when you're done. Haha, not today, dude. I've got other work to get on with, and it's tipping it down outside. So I won't be testing it today. I think I'm going to need a new tyre soon because this one's got a split in it, look. Hello from Netherlands. I'll leave for 10 minutes, come back and it has wheels. Yes. I wish I had enough knowledge to work on an RC, Ollie Grant said. Dude, just do it. I mean, if something breaks, just take it apart, put it back together. I mean, it looks a little bit difficult, you know, when you're completely new. It might look a little bit overwhelming, but I mean, it really isn't. I mean, once you take it apart, just put all the screws with the part it came off, so you don't forget where they go. And it's, I don't know, you get better over time. You just got to do it. The same as anything in life. Same as when you meet your first girlfriend and you're not doing a very good job. The more you see her and the more stuff you do with her, the better you get. Same as anything in life. Quality leads to quantity. Well, I think we're done, boys and girls. Blast it in the garage. No, I've got my Lambo in there. And knowing me, I'll end up smashing into it. I've already hit it a few times with other stuff. I've got this piece that can go back on here. But I don't know where the screws are for that. I'm going to have a look for them. So I'm not going to do that now. And I've got to drill this out before that goes back on. I can put these back on. These can go back on. Does Stempy do Hobby Hub as a full-time job? Kinda. He's got an eBay shop as well, and he does eBay selling, so it's not just Hobby Hub. I mean, he's got a Hobby Hub eBay, but then he's also got like another eBay store where he sells sort of normal stuff, like sort of more generic stuff. How's the petrol crawler engine swap? Well, it's a nitro engine, and I'm waiting for the clutch. And then, once I've got the clutch on there and that figured out, then I've got to figure out what RC to put it into. Right, we're getting there. And I think, guys, that is it. We are done. Oh, I forgot to put in the heavy-duty hinge pins. Right, I'll do that later. Well, I think we're pretty much done. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, boys? So I want to say a massive shout out from Kurt from Just Bash It RC. Massive shout out from Lee Custom RC Upgrades, and also massive shout out to Mitch from M2c. So links to all of those websites are going to be down below. I'm going to put them in after the stream. Then you're going to be able to see all the links to where you can get all the bits from. Other than that, guys, it's pretty much done. What body shell do you think I should run on it? I mean, this started out life as Notorious, but look, where can I buy your eBay products? Dude, I do not share my eBay store. I did that before. Everybody copied my eBay products and it ruined my store, and I just remember like 50,000 positive feedbacks and that store's ruined. Everybody went on there, copied the exact same products, exact same listings, copied the word for word, and then done it cheaper, and it kind of killed my store. So that is why right now I do not share my eBay store. Right, so this is how it looks like with the Outcast body on it. See, that just looks so much better with these side guards. That really just fits properly. So that's it with the Outcast body. And I also have a brand spanking new, look up there, look, Notorious body and another Outcast body. So I've got two Notorious bodies and I've got two Outcast bodies. So I've got my old Outcast body, Notorious body here, look. So this one's been beaten to death. So what do you reckon, guys? Do you prefer the Outcast or do you prefer the Notorious? What do you reckon, guys? Get the Proline basher body, proper good, yes. Although this body just looks so much nicer. I mean, look at that. What do you reckon, guys? JJ Custom reckons Outcast. I mean, I prefer the Notorious, personally. I mean, the colour of it, anyway. I mean, I like the colour of this one. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this one looks cool as well, don't get me wrong. They both look epic. They both look equally epic. Different designs. But I like this sort of, where the paint comes off. I forgot what they call it now. But as the paint wears off, you can see metal underneath. Well, it's fake metal, because they paint this body blue on the outside and then paint it silver on the inside. So as you scratch it, all the silver starts showing through. So that is one of my favourite looking RC cars. I mean, I think most of you guys are saying you prefer the Outcast. I mean, don't forget this body's beaten. If it had a new one on there. But check it out, man. I mean, yes. I mean, I mean, Arrma have actually, you know, when it comes to good looking RC cars, I think Arrma have absolutely nailed it. I mean, just look at it. That just looks absolutely epic. And then look at this, the infraction. I mean, I can't fault it. I mean, it's just a thing of beauty. And the same with the 4S Outcast. Just look at it. Look at it. I mean, that is one thing that Arrma have got right. It's just the way that some of their RC cars look. Not all of them. When it comes to their Mojave one, I'm not a fan. I think the UDR looks so much better. But when it comes to these sort of retro looking ones, I think Arrma have absolutely nailed it. All right, I think, guys, I think we're going to be done. I think we're going to be done. I think that is going to be it. JJ Custom, great collection. JJ Custom, you've got a better collection. If you go on Drifter Maniac's YouTube video and have a look at some of the stuff that JJ Custom's got, he's got so many cars in there on display. So, if any of you guys are in California, go and check out JJ Customs. I forgot what town are you from, JJ Customs? I remember Richie always says it's San and something or other. I forgot the name. So anyway, do a little YouTube, do a little Google search on JJ Customs. If you're in the area, go check them out. Say hello. They've got loads and loads of stock in there, loads of cars. San Jose, or I don't know if I said it right, but there you go. If you're in that area in California, go and check them out. But anyway, guys, massive thanks to everybody that I said massive thanks to. Links down below to all the people, all the companies that supplied me parts for this build. We're going to bash it very, very soon. Cause loads of carnage. And that's going to be it. There you go. JJ Customs has put their location in there. Kev, what's your email? Top secret. See you later, guys. Bye. Thanks for viewing. Bye-bye. Still on. It's not going off.